Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Spurs Speak with Cash, and today we're here for the White Hart Waffle. It is the 23rd of February. Yesterday, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Arsenal 4. Another North London derby defeat. I can't even remember the last one we won. It's the fourth one we've lost at home, so I imagine 5 ago is where we're looking. And in Igor Tudor's first game, I did go in feeling a bit of hope until I saw that lineup, and I think we'll go into a bit more detail later. But that lineup was not one where I saw that and went, yes, that's a winnable game anymore. It was instantly from this could be a smash and grab 2-1 win to we're not going to have much in this game. Regardless of the horrific defending we saw, Gabriel, that man gets away with murder. He is by far the player who gets away with the most in the Premier League, and today proved it. It is a situation that, regardless of those horrendous decisions, we didn't deserve to win the game. And if you look at the game overall, objectively, Tottenham Hotspur shouldn't have won that game regardless, or even got a point out of it. We deservedly lost. It's frustrating that those decisions could have led to a different result in a North London derby where the fans really turned up. The fans turned up today. I think from minute 1 till probably minute 15, it was non-stop. But the players simply didn't react to that. The system wasn't set up in a way that let us take advantage of the cauldron that we had set up, and that was quite disappointing to see, because I think we did what Tudor asked for us. We came out and we supported the boys. It's not all bleak. The positives. First and foremost, I think there's definitely subtle changes that we saw today, which was good, and it's changes we needed. It's slightly more pressing up top. It's higher pressing. Tudor on the sideline asking for the defense to go up. It's clear that this defense is so used to that Thomas Frank system, it's going to take a bit of time to change. Mickey van der Ven has his own attitude problems, which will come in the negatives, but we can see that those positive changes coming, and I think that will make a big difference as we get to those later stages in the season, as well as the Champions League games that we have upcoming as well. Now, second positive is, despite not playing well, we were arguably able to find opportunities for goals. They aren't your open play chance creation goals that we want to see and that we should be seeing from the players that we have, but high pressing from Gallagher, from Kolo Muani, they got us the 2 goals that we should have scored, if not for Gabriel's theatrics. So there's subtle positives in that if they continue, they can build into something here at Tottenham. Now, the negatives. We have to address the elephant in the room. Gabriel, yes, there's the disallowed goal, but the foul on Kolo Muani when he's about to go one-on-one, the fact that not even 5 minutes before that, for Arsenal's first goal, he had gone down like a pile of feathers, an absolute pile of feathers, and got the free kick for it. He is the perennial problem that I have with the game at the moment, in the fact that defenders are so overly protected compared to everyone else. It used to be goalkeepers, and now it's defenders stand up, they fall, they get the foul. But again, we don't see that consistently, and that's frustrating. We look at it and say, okay, Gabriel was one problem, referees were a problem. Yes, but there are more negatives to the game. There was a lot that Tottenham could have done better. We went out there with, I think it's 6 central midfielders in a starting 11. It's not going to work. We weren't set up to win. 3 at the back with the players that we have unavailable right now, Danso and Romero out, plus Porro still out and Udogie out. I understand what you're doing, Igor. And with a fully fit 11, I could see that working very well. But with the team that we have available, we should not be working a 3 at the back. You can watch my previous video where I say how we should set up. If we're that adamant to set a 3 at the back, Make Palhinha the central centre-back. Have him dropping into midfield when we have the ball. Have him drop back when we don't. That's fine. But the system we had today was not set up in any way that we could have been attacking. The fact that Solanke and Tell were both left on the bench while Cole and Wani, I know he scored, but we need more attacking firepower than that. We cannot have Conor Gallagher playing at right wing / a right forward. That sort of position. It doesn't, it's not something that works. And I actually like Conor, and I think in the right circumstances he could do well at the club. But playing him on the wing is the same mistake that Thomas Frank was making, and we have to be very careful of that because we cannot be running a 3-4-3 / 3-4-2-1 with Jed Spence at left wing back, Archie Gray at right wing back, Dragoshin at central centre back, and Palhinha at right centre back. It does not work, and that was clear today. Those are the negatives that we have, but there is enough positive there to say that Tottenham Hotspur can get out of this. I think today showed me enough to confidently say we will not be relegated, which I couldn't have said for the last few weeks. I think there are enough positives there. There's enough change coming to say that once we get to that international break where I think 5 to 6 of our players return from injury and suspensions, obviously Romero back then as well, in March, we will have a good possibility of avoiding relegation. Obviously not where the club should be, but it's somewhere we can build off. Realistically, no matter where we get to at the end of the season, I could definitely see Mickey van der Ven, potentially Romero as well, leaving. Romero may be less likely because he has just signed the long-term contract, but Van der Ven I think is already out the door, and to be honest, it's a disgusting attitude he's had. We would never have seen this in a Jan, in a Toby. I know how bad we are, but that's on you to change it. You're our captain. Go out there, show some leadership. He's a great footballer, and I don't want to miss out on his peak at our club. But show that you want to play for the club, because this club will love you back. And we have the opportunity to do that with the right manager next season, with the right signings that come in. The club seem to be saying the right things about where we plan to be in 12 months. It's if that execution comes. But where we go from here, it's next game at this point. It's Fulham. Let's just focus on that. On paper, it's a winnable game. The way we've been playing, it's not. But it's away from home, which weirdly enough is a positive for us. We just have to keep our head down, have a look at what happens in the Atletico Club Bruges game and the Juventus Galatasaray game. Keep an eye on them to see who we get in the next round of the Champions League. But next game is what we focus on, is Fulham. Just get our heads down, because that is a winnable game, and we need to be in a position where we can then go in the Champions League and go as deep as we can, because Igor Tudor's system, I could definitely see working well in the Champions League, especially against the bigger dogs. We could play some really strong football and pull off some miracle results to run deep in the Champions League. I don't want to see him become the permanent manager. I think today showed me enough of that he shouldn't be the Tottenham permanent manager. I might be judging too quickly, but take us deep in the Champions League. Don't get us relegated. Let's recoup in the summer. Let the World Cup happen, and let's make the right moves that we need to make. But that's been it for the White Hart Waffle today. It's been an absolute pleasure. And look, supporting Spurs comes at a price, but thank you for joining. It's been real nice.